Alright guys, we have so many new cards to check out. We've got new Alchemist, Magician cards. We've got new Water Dinosaur support. This is to support the H20. Oxygated on the Hydrogon. There's probably like 2 people that actually know what the heck this is. And also, there's more Link stuff, more cards that got revealed for the Cyberse archetype. And also, there's Digitron. I don't know what that is. Looks like an iRobot dog looking thing. We can go over his effect real fast. Oh wait, there's nothing. 1500 attack level 2. That's all we got from the new Digitron. So now that that guy's out of the way, let's check out the new cards. Because dang, there is so much support. There's Roids support. There is Cyberdark support. But let's start off at the top. So let's check out how good it is. So this is from, it says Circuit Breaks, so, Revolver. Oh, is this like the Barrel Dragon? Because I saw that there was a new Barrel Dragon card. Oh, anyways, first off, I think these are gun dragons. Like, all of them are revolving around, like, bullets and stuff. If you guys don't know, Barrel Dragon, it's a really old card. You flip coins. It's probably not so relevant in the game anymore. But let's see the new support for them. This is kind of cool. So everything, I think, is revolving around bullets. So this is Magnavolet, which is, I guess, related to a Magnum. So it's Dark Dragon, level 4, 1800 attack, 1200 defense. When a Link monster effect that targets this card on the field is activated, you can destroy this card, then send 1 monster on the field to the graveyard. That's okay. But anyways, the second effect says during the end phase, if this card is in the GY, and I think that GY is short for graveyard, because it was destroyed by battle by card effect and sent this turn, you can special 1 Volet monster from your deck, except for Magnavolet. Wow, that's pretty good, but it is during the end phase, so I don't know. Maybe some of the effects work during the end phase as well. But next up, we have Auto Volet. Maybe it's like a fully auto gun dragon thing. Anyway, so it's a Dark Dragon, level 3 with a 1000 attack. You can only use each effect of this card's name's effect once per turn. First effect says, when a Link monster effect that targets this card on the field is activated, you can destroy this card, then send 1 spell and trap card on the field to the graveyard. During the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was destroyed by battle or by card effect and sent there this turn, you can special 1 Volet monster from your deck except for Auto Volet Dragon. So, that's kind of nice. You can just send 1 spell and trap. That's much better than destroying, but I think banish is the key word that we are actually looking for in the game right now. But again, it is, you can special summon during the end phase. It needs to be faster. But at that point, maybe that's the new Inzectors. Next up, we have AzneyesWhitedragon. I don't know what gun that would be. If you guys know what kind of gun, anti-tank? I don't know. Anyways, we're here for the effects. So it's level 1, 0, 2200 defense. You can only use each of the effects of this card's name once per turn. So the first effect says, when a Link monster effect that targets this card on the field is activated, you can destroy this card, then select 1 monster on the field. That monster cannot attack. Also, its effects are negated, if any. During the end phase, if this was sent, if this card is in the graveyard because destroyed battle by card effect and sent there, you special 1 Volet except for itself. So I guess they all kind of have that effect, but we're really here for the Link. Let's check out the Link. So it's Varrel Dragon, not Barrel Dragon, but Varrel Dragon. I don't know if they're changing. Oh, Varrel Load Dragon. I don't know if they're changing the name for the TCG. It would make much more sense to call the archetype like Barrel Dragon. But anyways, the Link 4 Dark Dragon with 3000 attack, but its Link is 4, so it's Link's left, right, bottom left, bottom right. So like pretty much in the good sections, because the other ones it's going to give to your opponent. But anyways, it requires 3+ effect monster. So this can't be targeted by monster effects. Once per turn, quick effect, you can target 1 face-up monster on the field, have that monster lose 500 attack and defense. Your opponent can't activate cards or effects in response to this effect's activation. Third effect is at the start of damage step, when this card attacks an opponent's monster, you can activate this effect, gain control of that opponent's monster, placing it at one of this card's link points, but that monster is sent to the graveyard during the next turn's end phase. Wow, that's really good. You can just take control of it. That's really strong. And it gets rid of the monster. It's the next turn's end phase. I feel like at that point you probably are going to OTK your opponent. Like if you're stealing whatever card they have, you're probably going to be taking their best card. And it's got 3000 attack already. It's a pretty decent card. That's like a temporary brain control. It doesn't even say like you can't do anything with it. You can like synchro with it, exceed with it. There's really no downsides. You can tribute it. That's a really good card. Going back to the first card that we checked out, the Magnavolet one. Let's see, when a Link monster that targets, so if something targets you can destroy this one card, and then you get to send one monster on the field. So I guess you could technically send their card. I don't think it's that strong, but again, there might be some other support that lets you proc more effects, just not off of the ones that are in the Varrel Dragon archetype. But nonetheless, I guess there's some synergy with it. Although, if that other card said, like, you got some extra bonus effectives on opponents, that would be kind of cool. But anyways, we got the Dragonic Diagram Darkhold? Oh, no, okay. This is cards that support it. Okay, makes sense. So they're just basically saying, hey guys, buy these other cards. They support it. We all know Dragonic Diagram, pretty expensive card. But anyways, I guess they're saying Darkhold your own field, then you can activate all the effects. That you can special on multiple things. Pretty good stuff. But anyways, next up we have the spell Quick Play, Quick Revolve. And it says, it's a quick play that says special summon one Bullet monster from your deck, but it can attack and is destroyed during the end phase. Oh, so that basically comes down to special summon a Bullet monster from your deck during the end phase. That's pretty decent. Next up we have the spell Squib Draw. I want to say it's probably a Quick Draw is probably what it's going to be called. Anyways, you can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. Target one Bullet monster you control, destroy it if you draw 2 cards. Wow, that's a good effect. I like that one. Draw power is always good in the game, so you can go ahead and special summon, draw. Now, this card you can activate as many as you want, which is pretty dirty. And then this one lets you draw 2 cards. I like this effect. It is a quick play, so if you happen to have multiple of these, even though you can only use one of them per turn, you can just set the other ones and then destroy them, and then that's actually pretty good. They're actually not bad. Oh, there's new Red Eye support? Return to the front lines, Red Eye's Darkness Metal Dragon. Okay, so Sniffing Dragon? What kind of names, man? Anyways, level 2, 800 attack, 400 defense. You can only use this card's name effect once per turn. This card is normal or special summon. You get to add one Sniffing Dragon from your deck to your hand. Oh. I don't know. Sniffing Dragon? Anyways, Gateway Dragon. I thought I said Gateway Drugs. I was like, wow, what are we going towards, Yu-Gi-Oh? Anyways, Dark Dragon. You can only special summon one. Oh, it's level 4, 1600 attack, 1400 defense. Because I know some of you guys on mobile, you can't read it. Anyways, you can only special summon one card with this card's name per turn with the way it is written in its first effect. So the first effect says, if your opponent controls a link monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn, you can special summon one level 4 or lower Dark Dragon type monster from your hand. Okay, so it really helps out for the link mechanic. Next up, we got one of the new Akashic. I don't want to say it's like an alchemist magician, maybe a translation. I don't know. Anyways, Dark Spellcaster, link to 1700 defense, and its link zones are top and bottom. The top one is usually pretty bad to have. But anyways, it says 2 non-token monsters with the same type. You can only link summon Akashic Magician once per turn. If this card is link summoned, return all monsters at this card's link points to the hand. Oh, so that actually is not even that bad. That's actually a bonus effect, having it point upwards, because you're going to be bouncing back your opponent's stuff, potentially. But anyways, once per turn, you can declare one card name and excavate cards from the top of your deck equal to the link arrow of the total monsters at this card to link points that are in a mutual link with it. And if the declared card is among those, add it to your hand, send all other excavated. Okay. Huh. That is pretty good. I'm trying to think of like, I like it though. It's interesting. It lets you start excavating cards. But let's check out the other cards. We got Twin Triangle Dragon. Anyways, so it's a Dark Dragon, link of 2, 1200, and it is right and bottom. So 2 non-token level 4 or lower Dragon type monsters. Okay, that's why they're supporting that. Okay. Anyways, when this card is linked summon, you can pay 500 life points, target 1 level 5 or higher monster in your graveyard. Special summon it to your field at this card's link point. And if you do, its effects are negated, and if any, also cannot attack this turn. So it's, I guess it's incorporating more, I guess, this could be a stepping stone. You could go for a lot more plays, because of 5 or higher, you just go straight for Blue Eyes. So that technically is like Red Eyes and Blue Eyes support. Not too bad. It can't attack this turn, but if you exceed with it, you can do whatever you want with it. You sync with it, exceed with it. Going back to that other card, that one Sniffing, if this card was a tuner, I think it would have a little bit more potential, but oh well. Anyways, V-Jump rec. Oh, so I guess they're recommending decks already for some of the archetype. Oh, we got some more light worms. Okay. Anyways, so Metaphysical Ragnarok. So it's a light worm tuner, level 4, 1500 attack, 1000 defense. You can only use each of this card's name's effect once per turn. So the first effect says if this card is normal or special, you get to banish 3 cards from the top of your deck, And if you do, this card gains 300 attack for each Metaphysical card. Oh, this is just like the Horus stuff. Back, we got a Horus Synchro, right? Anyways, you gain 300 attack for each of the Metaphysical card banished by this effect. And then when this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can dispose of one level 5 or higher Metaphysical monster from your deck. And if you do, banish it during the end phase of the next turn. Okay. I like this effect because it just spells something immediately and it can still attack. It's not like it has to go in defense mode, so potentially maybe you can try to OTK with this card. Anyways, next up we have the Tyrant Dragon from the Medicus. So it's a worm, level 8, 29 attack, 25 defense. This card was special summoned by the effect of a Metaphysical monster effect. It is unaffected by trap effects, and if it attacks a monster, it can make a second attack. Oh, that definitely can OTK. During the standby phase of the next turn after this card was banished, you can shuffle this card into the deck. The special summon one Metaphysical monster from your hand. If you do, it is banished during the end phase of the next turn. Okay. So they're all about the whole banishing. Oh, we got Daedalus. Oh, this is like a... There was a deck that was built around like Umi and like Daedalus before. Anyways, so it's a light worm, 26 attack, 1500 defense, level 7. This card was special summoned by a Metaphysical monster. You can banish all other face-up special summon monsters in one field. Oh, already a good card. Already sounds really good. And then during the standby phase of the next turn after this card was banished, you shuffle this card in the deck and banish one Metaphysical card from your deck except for itself. Okay, that's actually a really good effect. Then next up we have the Metaphysical. So it's a light worm, level 8, 24 attack. If this card is special summoned by the effect of a Metaphysical monster, you can banish all set spell and trap cards on the field. I think the other guy's much better. Anyways, during the standby phase of the next turn after this card was banished, you can shuffle this card into the deck and then add a Metaphysical card from your deck to your hand. Okay, that is pretty good. I like this guy's second effect. Anyways, the Metaphysical Factor. So it's a spell that is a field spell, and it says once per turn when you normal summon one level 5 or higher Metaphysical monster, you can do it without tributing monsters. If you do, banish that monster during the end phase of next turn. Second effect says your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to the activation of Metaphysical monster's effects. Oh, that's pretty good. So they can't even stop the stuff that you're going, especially with that other guy where he's able to banish all the special monsters. All right, pretty good, pretty good. Next up, we got the Metaphysical Dimension. So it's a continuous trap card that says you can only use each effect of this card's effects once per turn. So the first effect says if your opponent special summons a monster or monsters, you can target one of your banished Metaphysical monsters to special summon. If you do, banish it during the end phase of the next turn. Wow. Okay, you special summon something. Oh, okay, I'm going to special summon this guy, but this has to be by a monster's effect. Ah, dang. Okay, never mind. Okay, it won't work with it. Unless we bring out another monster, which then can bring out that monster. But I don't know. Anyways, the second effect says if this card is already face up, if another Metaphysical card is banished, you can target one card your opponent controls and banish it. Okay, that's actually really good. Wow, there's so many like really good potential cards for the Metaphysical archetype. It's looking to be potentially a pretty good archetype, especially with this continuous trap card over here. But anyways, we got more cards to check out. I really want to check out the Dinosaur water thing. It's an old school thing that like I said, probably 2 of you guys actually know about it, but I'll go over like the old school stuff. We'll see if it actually even works with the newer stuff. But anyways, for the last GX cast and styles, we get effects when we so I guess there's going to be more cards coming out. They just don't have readable pictures. But anyways, got more support for the Cyber Dark archetype. Wow, there's going to be so many new cards to check out, guys, in this video. But anyways, Cyber Dark Cannon. So Dark Dragon, level 3, 1600 attack, 800 defense points. You can only use this card's names first and second effects once per turn each. First effect says you can discard this card, add a machine-type Cyber Dark monster from your deck to your hand. Second effect says during damage calc, when a monster that is this card is equipped to and is an equipped card attacks or is attacked, you can send one monster from your deck to the graveyard. This card is sent to the graveyard while equipped to a monster. You can draw a card. That's not too bad. Next up, the Cyber Dark Claw, level 3, 1600 attack. You can only use this card's names first and second effects once per each. First effect says you can discard this card to add a Cyber Dark spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. And the second effect says during damage calculation, when a monster that is equipped to this card as an equipped card is attacked, you can send one monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. Wow, that's actually a pretty good effect for some crazier plays. The third effect says if this card is sent to the graveyard while equipped to a monster, you can target one Cyber Dark monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Okay. Next up, we have Cyber Dark Inferno. So it's a spell card that says you can only use this card's name second and third effects once per turn. First effect says if a Cyber Dark effect monster you control is equipped with equipped cards cannot be targeted or destroyed by opponent's card effects. Second effect says you can Target one Cyberdark monster you control, return it to the hand, then you can immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon another Cyberdark monster. Third effect says if this card in the field is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can add one polymerization spell card or fusion spell card from your deck to your hand. Now, unfortunately, it has to be by an opponent's card effect. Otherwise, this card could be splashed into anything, go straight for instant fusion. You guys know the plays. But anyways, next up we got Megaroid City, so Megaroid support. Let's check it out, guys, because it's kind of like a troll archetype. Although I did make a sword and shield ones that a lot of you guys like. I'll link it down below if you guys haven't seen the Roid OTK. You get like, you get upwards of like 10,000 attack in one turn. But anyways, the new Megaroid City spell field, or field spell, you can only use each of this card's name effects once per turn. If you activate any of this card's effects, you cannot special summon from the extra deck during this turn except for fusion monsters. So the first effect says you can target one other card you control and destroy it. And if you add one Roid card from your deck to your hand. Okay. And the second effect says during damage calculation, when a Roid monster you control attacks or is attacked, you can summon one Roid monster from your deck to the graveyard. During this damage calculation, only switch the original attack and defense of that monster you control. Wow. They have Varrel base. You can. They already. Wow. So the sword and shield, you guys don't even need to run it anymore. You can just use this card, and it already works with it. Wow, dude. Anyways, next up we got Mixer Roids. So Wind Machine, level 4, 0 attack, 22 defense. You can only use each of this card's name effects once per turn. First effect says you contribute one machine type monster to special summon one non-Wind Roid monster from your deck. Okay, and then you can pay half of your life points to manage any number of machine type monsters from your graveyard, including this card, to special summon one Roid fusion monster whose from your extra deck whose level is the same as the number of monsters you banish, ignoring summoning condition if you do destroy during the end phase. Not bad, not bad. They got like that card could be pretty dirty, especially when you already have this card, which definitely can help you start throwing cards in the graveyard. And in addition to that, you could start swapping the attack, and dude, this is getting pretty potentially like fun trollsy. Anyways, next up, okay, this is the thing that I got the most excited about. So we got Tyrion, I think that's how it's pronounced, but it's a new water dinosaur, level 5. Again, it's supposed to support this H20 thing, but I'll go over the other like legacy support after. We'll see if it works with it. Anyways, you can only use each effect of this card's name's effects once per turn. So anyways, level 5 water dinosaur. You can discard this card to add one bonding spell and trap card from your deck to your hand. If this card is normal or special, you can target one Hydrogun, one Oxygen, or one Tyrion in your graveyard and special summon it. Okay, I gotta check out, well, let's check out all the support first. So next up we have Bonding D20. So it's a normal spell card that says you can only use this card's name's second effect of it once per turn. The first effect says you contribute 2 Tyrion and 1 Oxygeddon from your hand or field. This special 1 Water Dragon or 1 Water Dragon cluster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. This is treated as special summon with Bonding H20. If this card is in your graveyard, if Water Dragon or Water Dragon cluster is sent from the field to your graveyard, you can add this card from your graveyard to your hand. Next up is Bonding DHO. So it's a normal track that says shuffle one of each Tyrion, 1 Hydrogen, and Oxygen from your hand or graveyard into the deck to special summon 1 Water Dragon cluster from your hand or graveyard. Second effect says you can banish this card from your graveyard to add 1 Water Dragon or Water Dragon cluster from your deck or graveyard turn. Now, I don't remember what the heck Water Dragon cluster is. Is that a new card? Let me go ahead and go into the deck edit. We'll check that out. Water Dragon cluster. Okay, so that is another card. Oh, hold on. I gotta maximize this so we can actually read its full effect. So it cannot be normal summon set, must be special summon by the effect of a bonding. It can't be special summon all the ways. If this card is special summon, you can activate this effect until the end of this turn. Change the attack of all effects monsters your opponent controls to 0. Also, they can affect your ether effects. Wow, that's pretty good. During either player's turn, you contribute this card to special summon 2 Water Dragons from your hand or deck in defense push. Wow, Water Dragon. But how many other Water Dragons are there? That's my question here. Wow. I mean, if this ever... Is it just called Water Dragon? No, I don't think you can bring this out. I think that the targets can only be... Okay, well, let's check out the original Water Dragon. Anyways, so it must be special summon except for... Okay. The attack of fire monsters and power type monsters becomes 0. When this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 2 Hydrogeddons and 1 Oxygeddon from your graveyard. Now, if you guys didn't know, Hydrogeddon is a water that is a dinosaur, so you can go straight into Logia, Dolka, so this is pretty good. I don't know if the legacy support is that strong with it, considering the targets to bring out after is not the greatest, but the cluster is not a bad effect. Oh, hold on, if I can mouse over it once again. It is able to make everything have 0. Change the attack of all effect monsters your opponent controls to 0, and it negates their effects. That is a pretty good effect, plus 2800 attack. I mean, that card is pretty good. It all depends on what other support. I hope they get a few more cards, because this is kind of like an old legacy thing. I thought it was really cool that they were mixing around with the elements to make like Oxygen and Hydrogen, and you make the H20. I thought it was cool. I don't know. It looks like you evolved from a Hydrogeddon though. But next up, now some of these cards we did go over previously in another video, but we'll go briefly over them once again, because some of them we have better pictures for, and I think maybe some of you guys maybe if you guys didn't catch the video, we'll go over them. There are some newer cards, but anyways, in Code Talker, so link of 3, 2300 attack, top, bottom right. 2 Cyberse monsters once per turn before damage calculation. When a monster at this card's link point battles an opponent's monster with higher attack, you can activate this effect. That monster you control can't be destroyed by battle, and you take no battle damage from that battle. After that damage calculation, have either this card or a monster at this card's link point gain attack equal to the attack of the opponent's monsters until the end of this turn. So it's kind of like an honest, but something's got to attack first. Next up we have Klingniat. So anyways, light, level 3 Cyberse, 15/15, 100 attack and defense, and if this card was normal summon, all Cyberse monsters you control gain 500 attack and defense during your turn. If this card would be destroyed by battle or by card effect, you can destroy 1 Cyberse monster you control or have in your hand. Oh, in your hand, is this kind of interesting. Next up we have the Boot Stagard. So it's level 5, 2300 attack. And it says you can only use this card's name's first effect once per turn. When a Cyberse monster is normal summoned to your field, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can special summon 1 stag token. Okay. Now it says Cyberse type. Okay, so I guess that would work with a boost of 500. Okay. Next up we have Backliners. So it's a level 3, 1600 attack. If only your opponent controls a monster in the extra monster zone, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can contribute this card to shuffle all monsters in the extra zones into the deck. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn. Ooh. If only you could... I don't think you contribute it during... I'm trying to think of how this card could be really strong. I think going second with this could be potentially a side deck card. Now, however, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn. But if you're playing a deck that does not need that, this could be a really good card, because, you know, turn 1, your opponent wants to make something from the extra deck. You go ahead and make this. They're forced to get rid of this card. Otherwise, next turn comes around, you're going to tribute, you're going to bounce all of the extra monster zones into the deck. Ooh. That could be a really good hand trap, right? It doesn't say you have to control Cyberse or like anything. You just tribute it. All monsters in the extra monster zones. Could be pretty good. I don't know. You guys let me know if you guys think that that card is a side deck potential card. Again, it depends on what your opponent is running, but I think it's got some potential. Anyways, next up we got the Cybernet Backdoor. So it's a spell that's quick play. You can only activate 1 card with this card name per turn. Target 1 Cyberse monster you control, banish it, and if you add 1 Cyberse monster with attack lower than that banished monster's original attack from your deck to your hand, return that banished monster to your field during your next standby operation. If you do, it can attack directly that turn. Okay. I feel like there's so many Cyberse support, but of course, it's probably the anime. This is like the whole deck that is all about link summons. I don't know. There's a lot of really cool cards. There's so much like other archetype getting support. This is good because that means I got stuff to test out for you guys, probably in the live stream, maybe later this week or something. Oh wait, we did run over Digitron. So those are all the new cards, guys. Let me know what you guys are most excited about. I've already told you guys, I'm really excited about the Hydrogeddon, Oxygeddon. I know it's probably not going to be meta, but it's just funny that, you know, you mix in the elements, you're making things. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you guys give the like button a slap around and hit that subscribe button for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos.